I was saying it's for putting up a fight. Ah! Oh! Oh!
Oh, here the other day, he wanted it all like this.
I want the engine. These are old. Like I said, yeah.
That one. That big one is there. I'm waiting for some raccoon or something to come flying out of here. Yeah. Here, let me hand these radiators up. Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Bill. Welcome to Flat Broke Garage. If you're new, thanks for checking me out. I hope you stick around. If you're a regular, probably recognize where I'm at. We're at my buddy Steve's Junkyard, and we're here to rescue a pickup truck. Well, we've pulled a bunch of vehicles out of this yard, and it's great to see them getting rescued or just parted out, at least go into good use. So today, we're going after one that's buried deep. I mean, this thing's back in there. We're going to have to move 6-7 cars. And it's going to be a hassle. I think there's a huge motorhome too we got to drag out of the way. And also stay tuned. Hi, pup. There's a dog here. Stay tuned to the end of the video. We're going to take a walk up and look at some other trucks that I might be interested in. There's an F-100, an F-150 4x4, and a couple other trucks. My buddy Hammer just rescued an F-100. You might have seen the video. There'll be a link in the description below. And I got looking at them, and I'm a sucker. So stick around at the end of the video. We're going to take a walk over to the other yard and take a look at the trucks. You guys can tell me what I think, yay or nay. Or if you're interested in them, let me know. Kind of like this truck behind me. It's an F-350. It's got I think a 390 in it. It runs, drives. It's got a dump on it. 4-speed. It does have a transfer case on it, but it's 2-wheel drive now. I don't know why. But you could probably convert it to 4-wheel drive. These trucks and everything in this yard are for sale, and if you're interested, you can hit me up here, flatbrokegaragetn at Gmail, and I will set you up with the owner's contact info. So let's get back in here and start digging this truck out. Like I said, we're going to go retrieve a Highboy F-250, but we got to move a ton of vehicles. Let me show you what we got moved here. We got a Ford van, we got a Chevy van. We got what used to be a motorhome. This thing still got an engine in it, Steve?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What is it, a big block?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all running good.
So we'll run and drive. It just has more of the screen porch deck experience. We gotta get this out of here. Look at the levers on it. Huh, self-leveling. And this smash Dodge truck has to go. I think that Ford van, that old U-Haul truck, they're going to have to leave. Yep, there's the truck. So that's what we got to get out of here. I believe this is a 73 to 75 F-250 Highboy. And, it's got tow bar. It's gonna be quite a chore. We're gonna pull this cap off because sitting inside here is 2 big block Fords. See them? I don't know what those engines are. 4-barrel intake. There's another engine in there somewhere. I mean, it's not horrible. These Highboys, though, they're bringing the money now. Like I said, I've owned 4 or 5 of them. That's back in the 80s when you just used them for snow plowing. All right, well, I guess let's dive into it and start dragging some trucks out of the way. Should be fun. Well, that's one down. It's a little shorty Chevy van. This thing's kind of nice. Well, ish. Get untie the steering wheel here. This one a runner? This one runs? Good, it runs. Let's give this a shot now. So this one does run, we're just not messing with it, we're just bulk moving. Chevy's gone. Now you gotta get the motor home. That should be fun. It's an Extreme S10. I don't know what made it extreme, but that's what it says right there. This should be fun. I hope the seat's dry. Go back in here and get this Dodge truck. All right, we got this thing chained up. Huh? No, there ain't nothing left of this. Can't even get inside it. I'm just gonna steer it from outside. Look at that. She just ripped the whole suspension out of this truck. Wow. Whew. Got a whole front axle loose. Oh. Well, I guess he's got it. The whole front axle falling off. At least it's steering the right way. Alright, well, we got a chain on this one. There's no keys, thing's stuck in gear, wheels don't turn. Let's see if you can just slide it out of here. I don't know. Really tight. It's a shame this old Chevy is so rotted out. Things are cool. 3/4 ton panel. You want to pull it from the other side? Putting up a fight. Alright, well, that's that one out of there. Now we gotta go get the U-Haul truck out. Should be fun. I don't know, maybe you can just push that U-Haul truck out of the way. That might make it out. There you go. You gonna pull it with the front or the back? That's heavy. Well, you got all those engines in the back. Well, we cleaned the back of this truck out. It's full of insulation, and there's 1, 2, 3 FE engines in here.
That's a Chevrolet right there, Blake.
That's a Chevrolet? No, that's
a Chevrolet.
So that's a 72, a D2 72. I don't know. That looks like, let's see, is there a casting number on here? C565. Is that bell housing? I think it's a C5 or is that D? What do you see? It's a C5. So it's a 1965 bell housing. I don't know what engine that is. Here's FE valve covers.
Better take this truck out and motors out of it.
Yeah, this thing is going to be heavy.
Charlie guys over here.
Oh, yeah.
That's nasty.
Is this the oil pan you need? The FE oil pan.
I'll tell you what it is. It's not because the oil stick has to go in it.
Oh, okay.
I recorded that picture, I think. It had
An engine. Hang on.
motor block either.
Well, it's an FE. We're just going to take this cap off. Oh, these are rusted too. Why don't we just take the cap off? And we got to lift the engine out anyway because we can't get that other one off. Yeah, I know. Going in.
This over here is rusty as a plow. Them up on front look good.
Yeah.
Not one. Yeah, big one is there.
Waiting for some raccoon or something to come flying out of here.
Yeah.
There's another one. Here, let me hand these radiators up. That one's already off. Dang it! Okay, hang on, I gotta lift it up. Woo! Which way is it going?
Whatever do, don't get hurt. Now we can just roll it this way.
Yeah.
I'll get it where, yeah, wait for hot. Yeah. I can hold it out. Alright. You alright, Bill? Yep. You going on the side first? Yeah.
So you got the cap off. The block is a 64 block. And then this block. All right, he's got the other blocks loaded in. Going to dump those off, and we're gonna. You got her. Strap that one, get that one out of there. Well, we cobbled up what used chains we had laying around here. See if we can pick this FE up. Pull the tailgate up? Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Hey, that's the oil pan. Yeah, it's the oil pan you need. Oh, oh. Good. Now watch your door. Cut it to the right. Tell you what, it's greasy here. You may not tell, but this is all mud. Just had a bunch of snow here, and the ground is as greasy as can be. He's gonna try and kick it over that way. See what they can do to get it out. But the truck just slid down the hill. There we go. Well, there we go. It's out. What do you guys think? Is this something you would save? You know, I mean, that's a humongous project. I don't know what high boys are going for, but I noticed the engine does have the right oil pan and dipstick for a high boy. So if a guy had an extra body, you know, you got the running gear and the title, I don't know, put it down there in the comments. Well, now that we're done with this, I'm going to drive over. There's two other trucks. You saw the other F-100 video. There's another F-100 short bed sitting there and a four-wheel drive short bed. So I'm going to go take a look at them, see which one I might pick out. Let me know what you guys think. We're going to head over there and check those trucks out. So here we are, back at the scene of the crime of Hammer's truck. His truck was way up there, and you can see there's a bunch of trees and stuff we had to cut down. And there was a Cadillac here, so we had to move that. But when we were here working on this truck, it needed a fuel filter. So I went and robbed one off an F-150 back there, F-100. And I noticed another F-150 four-wheel drive sitting in the back. Got my wheels turning. I'm like, do I need another truck? No, I don't. But if I could even just get it running and pass it on to somebody else, we might do that too. So let me take you back here and show you those two trucks and a couple of more we're going to pull out of here. Here's one right off the bat, a short bed square body. It does have a 350 Chevy in it. I was told it does run. I don't know what kind of shape it's in now, but it did run. Here's one that caught my attention. I believe this is a 1993 Z71 four-wheel drive short bed 1500. Now, I like these trucks. I actually own a 93 2500, and that truck has been awesome. These things are bulletproof. They have the TBI 350 in them, and they're indestructible. Once again, Steve told me this truck did run. They did drive it to where it's at. It stinks. Keys are in it. Obviously, there's other creatures been living in it. But this is a 5-speed manual. Air conditioning, still got the factory AM, FM equalizer radio thing. Comes with a shop manual even. Not in too bad a shape. Not very rusty. Here's the F-100. Now this is a Ranger, just like Hammer grabbed, but his is a Ranger XLT. This one does have the same engine. This is a 350-400 modified. I did steal the fuel filter out, and I had checked this engine. It is stuck from sitting. She's not in as good a shape as Hammer's truck. It got a little smash in the grill here. The hood starting to get some rust. I guess it's just mostly surface. There's some rust here in the beds. Starting. Back of the bed isn't too bad. Dang briars. Yeah, it's not too bad. It was on the road last. $19.99. This truck's been off the road for 26 years. Let's take a look inside. Once again, it's kind of got its own ecosystem going on. There's some kind of forest growing in the carpet. Floors are soft. Got the dash partially out of it. The ignition switch is dangling. Never a good sight. It has 27,000. I'm guessing about 127,000. Brake pedal doesn't have a ton of wear to it. And the seat isn't that wore out, but I don't think it's 27,000. AC truck, automatic. It's got the vent window, but she's got a lot of surface stuff going on. I like these trucks. First truck I ever bought was a 76 F-150 4x4. And that truck was awesome. So this whole hood's smashed and rotted. I'd have to try and find another hood. There's not a good sign either. We have one Duraspark box dangling and another Duraspark box sitting there. So we had some issues with that. I don't know if there's oil in it. It has a black substance. It looks like oil, so not too bad. But like I said, unfortunately, this engine is stuck from sitting. What I might do is pull the plugs on this one and just let it sit in its own juices for a while. See if she'll come loose. And nothing in the radiator, of course. But does have an air cleaner, power brakes. Oh. Not a horrible truck. The next truck I'm interested in, I had put a few photos of it up when I did Hammer's truck. It's really nice, but same problem again. It did run, but the engine's locked up. I believe this is a 93 brick nose F-150 XLT. This truck's in a lot better shape appearance wise. The interior is really nice. It's showing 85,000 miles. Factory everything. It's not been butchered up like an old man truck, you know. They just left it the way it was. It does have the optional gun rack. Power windows, power locks. Looks like it's got the 33 off-roaders on it. And this one contains the 5.0 fuel injection, which is Means both fuel pumps are probably junk, because this has 2 fuel tanks. And like I said, when me and Hammer were here, we checked it, and it is stuck. It does have oil in it, which is a plus. It's not cloudy. So this is another one. May pull the plugs out and dump some juice in it and see if this one will break loose. Not very rusty at all. This truck is really solid. And these brick nose short bed 4x4s, they're starting to come up in value. It's the Lariat edition. That's even better. I'm leaning towards this one myself just because I think it needs less work, other than the fuel injection system. Oof. There are a couple more sitting right here. They're pretty rough. F-250 bullnose. This one's got a big block in it, a 460, I believe. And an F-150 XLT bullnose. This one is rotten. And the reason it's rotten is there's a copper company here, a copper mine. And driving these things in the copper mine, they got a powder or chemical in it. It's more or less like calcium chloride. It's like salt. So when the people lived here, they had a car they kept and a car they drove to work. This is one they drove to work. It is 8 up. Looks like it was sitting in Michigan. Another Lariat edition, window down edition, and the green fungus edition. It's a real shame about this truck. I like these. These are cool. But it's just too much of a project. It is for sale. This one has the 5.0 in it, and I believe it does run. Here's the last one that's sitting back here. This is a 93 F-150 short bed. Has a 300 cube 6 in it, and I believe it needs a fuel pump. He said it'll fire up and run on brake juice. But once again, it's kind of nice. It's got some Volkswagen parts in here, but it's not all tore up. Now this truck does have like 200,000 miles on it, but you wouldn't know from looking at it. Yeah, it's somebody's doing some burnouts. It's not rusty at all. And these trucks, they're coming up there. I like them. Once again, I've owned several of these. They're just good trucks, decent mileage. 300 cube 6 is bulletproof. That thing will go forever. So what do you guys think? Are these trucks worth saving? Should I snag one of these and try and get it going? I know I got a ton of projects, but I got a problem. It's like a disease with me. So I like this one a lot, but I think it's going to be a little bit more work than the 4x4. And I think in the long run, 4x4 and brick nose, probably a little bit better investment. Hard to say. Then you got the Chevy Z71. Awesome truck. Things are bulletproof. If any of you guys are interested in any of these trucks or anything you saw in the yard, once again, like I said, you can hit me up here, Flatbroke Garage TN. I'll put you in touch with the owner. Now, that green truck we pulled out, the Highboy. A subscriber said he wanted to buy it. We pulled it out. It is kind of rough. And the engine did not go with it. Now, that is a 390 FE, and it does have the Highboy oil pan in it, which I guess is a special oil pan. He did not, as of this time, want the engine. So that engine will be available. It does turn. That engine will turn over, and all the holes are pretty well sealed up, except for the intake. So it's kind of hit or miss. But if he takes the truck and not the engine, that FE is available. If he comes out and doesn't want the truck, Steve is really cool. He's a no pressure kind of guy. If you don't want it, just walk away and we'll list it somewhere else again. As always, thank you so much for watching and following along. If you like my channel, please subscribe. It really helps me out. And we will catch you on the next one.